hide behind a smile nobody saw. I wore my armor made of borrowed grins. I hid the wounds beneath 100 sins. I walked through crowded rooms and shook their hand, while drowning in a sea no one else understands. The world saw a man who never seemed to break. They never knew the nights I spent wide awake. I survived in silence, silence was my creed. They never saw the way my quiet heart would bleed. There's a kind of war that no one hears you fight, fought alone in whispers in the dead of night. I survived in silence, silence was my shield. They never saw the battle, never saw the field. I smiled through the fire, smiled through every wound. I buried all my sorrow underneath the moon. They never saw me bleed, they never saw me break. They never saw me break, they never saw me break. I carried every stone for my own sake, survived alone, a quiet wolf fought deep, down to the bone. I learned to speak in silence, learned to pray in cold. I carried every burden down a lonesome road. The world kept spinning, never noticed when I froze. They saw the man in armor, never saw the blows. But every scar I carry taught me how to stand. I built my resurrection with my own two hands. There was a boy who cried behind a locked bathroom door, who learned to bite his sorrow till it bled no more. He grew into a man who carries storms like stone, who learned that strength is silence, standing all alone. I don't regret the quiet, don't regret the war. It made me who I am, and I ain't broken anymore. So if you see me smiling, know it took a cost, 1,000 silent battles that the world has never lost. I survived in silence, silence was my shield. They never saw the battle, never saw the field. I smiled through the fire, smiled through every wound. I buried all my sorrow underneath the moon. They never saw me bleed, they never saw me break. I carried every storm for my own sake. I survived in silence, survived alone, a quiet wolf fought deep, down to the bone. You never asked if I was drowning. I never told you that silence was the price of my survival. I survived in silence, silence was my shield. They never saw the battle, never saw the field. I smiled through the fire, smiled through every wound. I buried all my sorrow underneath the moon. They never saw me bleed, they never saw me break. I carried every storm for my own sake. I survived in silence. A quiet war fought deep down to the bone. I survived in silence. They never saw me bleed. You left me in the dirt. I remember the sound of your boots walking away. You turned your back and called it mercy's grave. You left me bleeding out in that forsaken place. You told yourself a story where you were the one who tried. But I remember every word, and I remember that you lied. The dirt was cold, the sky refused to weep. I counted every heartbeat in the silence deep. You walked away and never looked behind. You left a broken body and a burning mind. But broken things don't always stay up on the ground. Some of us climb back up without a single sound. You left me for dead out in the cold. You thought that was the end of my story to be told. But now watch me rise up like the flame. I'm walking through your nightmares wearing my own name. You left me for dead and I don't forget. I rose from every grave you thought I'd never leave yet. Now watch me rise. Now watch me rise, a storm you can't outrun beneath these blood-red skies. I crawled through the mud you left me lying in. I turned my every scar into a mortal sin. I didn't beg for pity, didn't beg for grace. I built my resurrection staring at your face. You thought the story ended when you walked away, but I'm the storm that's coming for the judgment day. There's a version of me that died the night you left, buried in that ditch of everything bereft. But something older, harder rose up from the grave. A man who kept the fire, a man you couldn't save from. I don't want you sorry, don't want your regret. I just want you watching every step I take and never forget. You called it closure when you walked out on the fight. I call it the beginning of my darkest, latest night. You left me for dead out in the cold. You thought that was the end of my story to be told. But now watch me rise up like the flame. I'm walking through your nightmares wearing my own name. You left me for dead and I don't forget. I rose from every grave you thought I'd never leave yet. Now watch me rise. Now watch me rise, a storm you can't outrun beneath these blood-red skies. You thought the dirt would keep me. The dirt made me. Now every step I take is a warning. You left me for dead out in the cold. You thought that was the end of my story to be told. But now watch me rise up like the flame. I'm walking through your nightmares wearing my own name. You left me for dead and I don't forget. I rose from every grave you thought I'd never leave yet. Now watch me rise. Now watch me rise, a storm you can't outrun beneath these blood-red skies. Now watch me rise, watch me rise. I walked into the fire. I didn't walk out the same. I went down where the shadows learn your name. I walked through rooms of guilt and rooms of shame. The devil offered comfort in exchange for my soul. I told him keep his kingdom, I'll dig my own hole. I burned through every version of the man I used to be. I left him at the gate, I left him there to bleed. The fire took my softness, took my need to please. It forged me into something that don't bend or freeze. You don't walk through hell and come back still the same. You either die down there or you steal back the flame. I came back from hell, stronger than before. I left the weaker man there, locked behind that door. I came back burning, came back with a scar. I came back knowing exactly who you are. I came back from hell and I brought the fire too. I came back a different man, unrecognized by you. I came back from hell, I came back from hell. The harder kind of gospel that I learned to tell. I met my demons face to face down in that pit. I didn't run, I didn't fold, I didn't quit. I took their names and wore them like a battle crest. I turned my torment into something like a test. And when I climbed back up into the light of day, the man who went down there simply walked away. There's ash still on my hands from the fire down below. There's a coldness in my eyes that only sinners know. I don't regret the burning, don't regret the pain. It washed away the boy and left the man to reign. I carry hell inside me like a second skin. I learned to make a weapon out of where I've been. So don't mistake my calm for a man who's lost his edge. I walked along the fire and I'm still standing on the ledge. I came back from hell, stronger than before. I left the weaker man there, locked behind that door. I came back burning, came back with a scar. I came back knowing exactly who you are. I came back from hell and I brought the fire too. I came back a different man, unrecognized by you. I came back from hell, I came back from hell. A harder kind of gospel that I learned to tell. Ask the devil if he wants a rematch. He already knows my answer. I came back from hell and I brought the fire with me. I came back from hell, smiling to fire with me. I came back from hell, stronger than before. I left the weaker man there, locked behind that door. I came back burning, came back with a scar. I came back knowing exactly who you are. I came back from hell, and I brought the fire too. I came back a different man, unrecognized by you. I came back from hell. I came back from hell, the harder kind of gospel that I learned to tell. I came back from hell, stronger than before. They call me brother, they call me nothing at all. We broke the bread and shared the same old wine. We swore an oath beneath the bleeding pine. They call me brother when the sun was shining bright. But brothers don't disappear the moment comes a fight. I gave my back, my hands, my every waking hour. I never asked for glory, never asked for power. But when the storm rolled in and darkened all the sky, my brothers scattered quick and left me there to die. Loyalty's a word that's cheap upon the tongue. It's only proven true when all the songs are sung. They call me brother, but the blood ran thin. They call me family, then they let the wolves come in. They call me brother when it cost them nothing at all. But brothers don't go silent when you're screaming for the fall. Me brother, and I believed a lie. Now I stand alone beneath this blood-red sky. They call me brother, they call me brother, but loyalty was never something they could offer. I gave them years, I gave them every open door. I never counted debts, I never kept a score. But the first time trouble knocked upon a shadow gate, they vanished like the smoke and left me to my fate. I don't curse their names, I just remember well the difference between a brother and a man who'll sell. There's a kind of grief that comes from loyalty betrayed, deeper than a wound a stranger's hand is made. Because a stranger owes you nothing from the start, but a brother swore an oath and broke it from the heart. I buried my belief the day I saw them run, and rose up as a man who trusts nobody, not one. Now every hand extended gets a second look. Every brotherly word gets weighed against the book. They call me brother, but their blood ran thin. They call me family and they let the wolves come in. They call me brother when it cost them nothing at all. But brothers don't go silent when you're screaming for the fall. They call me brother, and I believed a lie. Now I stand alone beneath this blood-red sky. They call me brother, but loyalty was never something they could offer. You can call me brother all you want. Words don't bleed, only loyalty does. family, then they let the wolves come in. When it cost them nothing at all, but brothers don't go silent when you're screaming for their home. And I believe the lie. Now I stand alone beneath this blood-red sky. They call me brother, but loyalty was never something they could offer. They call me brother, but the blood was never there. They call me brother, but the blood was never there. I stopped asking permission to exist. I spent my years bent low beneath your gaze. I shaped my every move to earn a nod of praise. I folded who I was to fit inside your frame. I let your judgment carve the letters of my name. But every time I bent, I lost a little more, until I barely recognized the man I was before. So I stood up straight and let your verdict fall. I don't need your approval to stand at all. I found a mirror deep inside my own two eyes, and finally saw a man who didn't need your lies. I don't need your approval, don't need your applause. I stopped living by your judgment, stop living by your laws. I know exactly who I am, I carved it out in stone. A man who finally learned to stand up on his own. I don't need your approval, don't need your permission. I found my worth without your cold and cruel decision. I don't need your approval, I don't need your approval. I am the only judge left of my own removal. Whoa. I used to flinch at every word you throw my way. I used to lose myself just trying to make you stay. But every chain you gave me, I learned to call it art. I melted every judgment down and forged myself a heart. Now I walk through rooms you built to make me small, and I don't shrink no more, I simply own it all. There was a boy who begged for one kind word from you, who measured all his worth in everything he'd do. I laid that boy to rest beside the wounded years. I buried him with kindness, and I buried him with tears. And from his grave I rose, a man who finally sees that freedom was just walking off my knees. So keep your judgment, keep your cold and hollow throne. I built a better kingdom, and I built it on my own. I don't need your approval, don't need your applause. I stopped living by your judgment, stop living by your laws. I know exactly who I am, I carved it out in stone. A man who finally learned to stand up on his own. I don't need your approval, don't need your permission. I found my worth without your cold and cruel decision. I don't need your approval, I don't need your approval. I am the only judge left of my own removal. You keep waiting for me to ask what you think. I already know, and it doesn't matter anymore. I don't need your approval, don't need your applause. I stopped living by your judgment, stop living by your laws. I know exactly who I am, I carved it out in stone. A man who finally learned to stand up on his own. I don't need your approval, don't need your permission. I found my worth without your cold and cruel decision. I don't need your approval, I don't need your approval. I am the only judge left of my own removal. I don't need your approval. I know who I am. I dug the grave myself. I buried him at midnight. I dug the hole beneath the willow tree. I laid to rest the man who used to beg to be free. He cried too easy, bent too fast, believed too long. He sang 100 sorrows in a broken song. I wrapped him in the memory that wouldn't let me breathe. I laid him down in silence and I learned to grieve. The dirt fell soft upon his chest, upon his name, and something harder rose up wearing my own frame. You don't become a new man till the old one's dead, until you speak his eulogy and walk instead. I buried my old self beneath the ground. I buried every whimper, every broken sound. The man I was is gone, gone without return. I watched his final candle slowly, slowly burn. I buried my old self and I don't look back. I left no headstone marking every old attack. I buried my old self, I buried my old self. There's a stronger man now standing on that shelf. Chase forgiveness from a hand that never gave. He used to build his worth on every door that never saved. But I don't carry him no more, I left him in the dirt. I rose up as a man who knows exactly what he's worth. I wear his scars like medals, but I don't wear his fear. I buried every doubt he had, I buried every tear. There's a quiet kind of power in a proper funeral, in saying your goodbyes to every version miserable. I stood there in the moonlight, watched the dirt come down. I didn't cry, I didn't flinch, I didn't make a sound. I walked away a different man, lighter than before. I left the weight of who I was behind that grave's closed door. So if you're looking for the boy who used to bend and beg, he's buried by the willow tree 6 feet beneath the peg. I buried my old self beneath the ground. I buried every whimper, every broken sound. The man I was is gone, gone without return. stronger man now standing on that shelf. Some men carry their past like a chain. I carried mine to the grave and left it there. Rest now. You don't live here anymore. I buried my old self beneath the ground. I buried every whimper, every broken sound. The man I was is gone, gone without return. I watched his final candle slowly, slowly burn. I buried my old self and I don't look back. I left no headstone marking every old attack. I buried my old self, I buried my old self. There's a stronger man now standing on that shelf. I buried my old self. I buried my old self. I never raised a hand, I just waited. I could have burned your kingdom down to ash and dust. I could have broken every promise, broken every trust. I had the fire ready, had the match in hand, but something older whispered, let it fall like sand. So I lowered every weapon, walked away instead. I let the silence speak the words I never said. I didn't need to ruin you to prove that I was right. I just walked into the morning and you stayed in the night. There's a kind of justice slower than a blade. It comes when you're not watching and the debt gets paid. I never needed revenge, never raised my hand. I let the years do the work that I planned. Life collected the debt for me one by one. Every lie you told came back before the story's done. I never needed revenge, I just walked away and watched the weight of what you did come back to stay. I never needed revenge, I never needed revenge. The silence was louder than the vengeance I could send. About your room from a stranger passing through. I heard the kingdom crumble the same way you always knew. I didn't smile, I didn't gloat, I simply bowed my head and thanked the quiet justice for the death that you now bled. I kept my hands clean, kept my conscience clear. I let the weight of karma be the only thing you'd fear. There's a peace that comes from walking with an open hand, from trusting that the story's written by a greater plan. I stopped keeping score the day I laid my anger down. I found a kind of freedom that revenge could not have found. And now when I remember every wrong you've done to me, I just breathe out slowly and I let the memory be. So if you're waiting for the day I come to settle scores, I already won the war by walking out those doors. I never needed revenge, never raised my hand. I let the years do the work that I had planned. Life collected the debt for me one by one. Every lie you told came back before the story's done. I never needed revenge, I just walked away and watched the weight of what you did come back to stay. I never needed revenge, I never needed revenge. The silence was louder than the vengeance I could send. Life collected the debt for me one by one. Every lie you told came back before the story's done. I never needed revenge, I just walked away and watched the weight of what you did come back to stay. I never needed revenge, I never needed revenge. The silence was louder than the vengeance I could send. I never needed revenge. The dead. You talk about me like you know my story. You don't. You sit there whispering behind a painted smile. You tell my story like you walk my every mile. But you weren't there the night I hit the frozen ground. You weren't there to hear the silence, hear the sound. You judge a man you see standing in the light, but you never saw the wreckage of 1,000 nights. So keep my name out of your mouth, keep it off your tongue. You don't know the war that made the man I've become. You can guess my story, dress it how you please, but you'll never know the way that brought me to my knees. Keep my name out your mouth. You don't know my fight. You weren't in the trenches through my darkest night. Keep my name out of your mouth. Save your hollow words. You don't know the silence, don't know what I heard. Keep my name out of your mouth. You don't know my pain. You don't know the fire, don't know the hurricane. Keep my name out of your mouth. Keep my name out of your mouth. You don't know what I buried, don't know what came out. Count my failures like the currency to spend. You never counted all the nights I fought to see the end. You judge the scars you see and call them all my sin. But you don't know the battles raging deep within. I don't owe you my story, don't owe you my past. I only owe the truth to those who chose to last. There's a kind of arrogance in judging from afar. And speaking of a battlefield, you've never seen a scar. You weren't there when the walls came crashing to the floor. You weren't there to hold me when I couldn't take much more. So save your empty gossip, save your borrowed pride. You don't know the war I fought to make it to the other side. So the next time that you mention me in rooms I've never seen, remember you're just talking about a war you've never been in. Keep my name out of your mouth, you don't know my fight. You weren't in the trenches through my darkest night. Keep my name out of your mouth, save your hollow words. You don't know the silence, don't know what I heard. Keep my name out of your mouth, you don't know my pain. You don't know the fire, don't know the hurricane. Keep my name out of your mouth, keep my name out of your mouth. You know what I buried, don't know what came out. You wanna talk about my story? Earn the right first. Survive what I survived. Keep my name out of your mouth, you don't know my fight. You weren't in the trenches through my darkest night. Keep my name out of your mouth, save your hollow words. You don't know the silence, don't know what I heard. Keep my name out of your mouth, you don't know my pain. You don't know the fire, don't know the hurricane. I only kneel for one. They try to bend my spine with every heavy chain. They try to break my spirit, try to break my name. They wanted me to grovel, wanted me to beg. They wanted every ounce of pride down to the drain. But there's a difference between broken and known. They cracked my bones 100 times, but I still walked home. They took my comfort, took my peace, took everything they could, but they could never take the one thing understood. I bow my head in battle, but I never bow my will. There's a throne inside my spirit that they never learned to kill. I'm kneeling only before God, only before the throne. They broke my body, broke my will, but never on my soul. They try to make me smaller, try to make me less, but I kept a piece of fire that they never could suppress. Kneeling only before God, no man, no crown, no chain. I carry every scar they gave me like a hard-earned name. Kneeling only before God, kneeling only before God. They broke me down to nothing, but they never took my Lord. They laughed while I was bleeding, called it justice, called it fate. They thought they built a prison behind their iron gate. But every night in darkness I found a whispered prayer, a voice that stayed beside me when nobody else was there. They couldn't touch their kingdom, couldn't touch their light. They burn inside my chest through every single fight. There's a difference between a man who's broken and undone, and a man who's been in battle but still faces up the sun. They took the years, they took the peace, they took the easy road, but every time they broke me closer to my God I strove. I don't hold it against them, don't carry all that weight. I carry only faith now, walking through that gate. So let them count their victories, let them count what's gone. They never counted the one thing they could not take along. I'm kneeling only before God, only before the throne. They broke my body, broke my will, but never on my soul. They try to make me smaller, try to make me less, but I kept a piece of fire that they never could suppress. Kneeling only before God, no man, no crown, no chain. I carry every scar they gave me like a hard-earned name. Kneeling only before God, kneeling only before God. They broke me down to nothing, but they never took my Lord. They wanted my knees, they got them, but only for the one who never left. I'm kneeling only before God, under before the throne. They broke my body, broke my will, but never on my soul. They try to make me smaller, try to make me less, but I kept a piece of fire that they never could suppress. Kneeling only before God, no man, no crown, no chain. I carry every scar they gave me like a hard-earned name. Kneeling only before God, kneeling only before God. They broke me down to nothing, but they never took my Lord. Kneeling only before God, they never own me. I counted every friend who walked out through the door. I counted every promise that would matter nevermore. The house grew quiet, quieter than I could stand, but in the silence I could feel a steady hand. I didn't see a face, didn't hear a voice out loud, but something stayed beside me underneath that shroud. Everyone I trusted found a reason to depart, but something never wavered deep inside my heart. You learn the truth of who stays close when everything falls apart. And I learned heaven stayed the closest to my broken heart. God never left my side, even when they did, even when the world went dark and every door stayed hid. God never left my side through every lonesome night. He carried me through darkness till I found the light. God never left my side, no matter what I lost. He walked beside me through the fire, no matter what the cost. God never left my side, God never left my side. Even when I couldn't feel him, he was still my guide. I raged against the heavens in my darkest hour of pain. I cursed the empty silence, cursed the falling rain. But looking back across the years I spent down in the mud, I see the footprints walking next to every drop of blood. He never asked for thanks, never asked me to explain. He just kept walking with me through the hurricane. There were nights I swore that even heaven turned away. There were nights I begged for mercy and it felt too far away. But mercy doesn't always come the way we think it should. Sometimes it's just the strength to stand when no one thinks you couldn't. Looking back I see it now, I see it clear as day. He never left, he simply walked a quiet, patient way. So when the world forgets your name and every friend departs, remember there's a steady hand still holding all ours. God never left my side, even when they did, even when the world went dark and every door stayed hid. God never left my side through every lonesome night. He carried me through darkness till I found the light. God never left my side, no matter what I lost. He walked beside me through the fire, no matter what the cost. God never left my side, God never left my side. Even when I couldn't feel him, he was still my guide. I look back at my life and saw one set of footprints. I asked why he left me there alone. He said, that's where I carried you. God never left my side, even when they did, even when the world went dark and every door stayed hid. God never left my side through every lonesome night. He carried me through darkness till I found the light. God never left my side, no matter what I lost. He walked beside me through the fire, no matter what the cost. God never left my side, God never left my side. Even when I couldn't feel him, he was still my guide. God never left my side, even when everyone did. The devil knows my name. He learned to fear it. I walked into the valley where the shadows learn to speak. I walked in as a broken man, walked in as the weed. The devil laughed and offered me a kingdom made of lies. He promised me the fire would help me compromise. But something in my spirit refused to bow that day. I held on to my faith and I did not stray. He threw his every weapon, every whispered fear, but I stood there in the fire and I did not disappear. You don't earn the devil's fear by winning every fight. You earn it by refusing to abandon the light. I'm the man the devil fears, the one who wouldn't bend. He threw his every fire and it still would not offend. I'm the man the devil fears, faith he couldn't break. He tried 1,000 tricks and still I would not shake. I'm the man the devil fears, walking through his hell. He couldn't steal my spirit, no matter how he'd sell. I'm the man the devil fears, I'm the man the devil fears. Hell couldn't break my faith through all my darkest years. He showed me every kingdom, showed me every crown. He told me I could have it all if I would just lay down. I looked him in the eye and told him I'm not for sale. I told him faith is stronger than the fire of his tail. He raged and burned around me, tried to break my mind, but every flame he threw, my faith remained behind. There's a war that no one witnesses, fought in the deepest dark, between a man's own spirit and the devil's cruelest mark. I fought that war 100 times in silence in the night, and every time I felt the pull, I chose to hold the light. I'm not a saint, I've stumbled, I've fallen more than twice, but I never sold my soul for the devil's paradise. So when he comes around again to test me one more time, he'll find the same man standing, refusing every crime. I'm the man the devil fears, the one who wouldn't bend. He threw his every fire and it still would not offend. I'm the man the devil fears, faith he couldn't break. He tried 1,000 tricks and still I would not shake. I'm the man the devil feared, walking through his hell. He couldn't steal my spirit, no matter how he'd sell. I'm the man the devil fears, I'm the man the devil fears. Hell couldn't break my faith through all my darkest years. The devil doesn't fear my strength, he fears my faith, because faith is the one fire he cannot put out. I'm the man the devil fears, the one who wouldn't bend. He threw his every fire and it still would not offend. I'm the man the devil fears, faith he couldn't break. He tried 1,000 tricks and still I would not shake. I'm the man the devil fears, walking through his hell. He couldn't steal my spirit, no matter how he'd sell. I'm the man the Hell couldn't break his fate. There was a night I almost stopped fighting. God knows. I stood upon the edge where the darkness meets the deep. I stood there in the silence with a promise I would keep. The weight of every burden pulled me closer to the fall. I almost let it take me, almost gave up it all. I don't remember why I stepped back from that ledge. Sun pulled me gently from that final fatal edge. Only God knows how close I came that lonesome night. Only God knows the darkness before I found the light. There's a grace that catches you before you even fall. A hand you never see that answers every silent call. God knows how close I came, close to letting go. God knows the depth of darkness that only He would know. I almost gave up that night, almost lost the fight, but something held me steady through the coldest night. God knows how close I came, closer than I've said. God knows the battle raging deep inside my head. God knows how close I came. God knows how close I came. He called me right before I would've lost the game. I never told a soul about the night I almost fell. I kept it buried deep inside, a secret I don't tell. But every time I feel the weight come creeping back around, I remember how He called me before I hit the ground. I don't take my breathing lightly, don't take my life for granted. I know the roots of who I am were nearly planted. There's a kind of gratitude that only comes from almost, from standing at the edge of losing everything or being lost. I look at every sunrise with a different kind of eye, because I know how close I came to never saying why. I carry that now with me like a warning and a gift, a reminder of the moment that my broken soul did live. So if you're standing near that edge tonight, feeling just like me, remember there's a hand that's waiting to set you free. God knows how close I came, close to letting go. God knows the depth of darkness that only He would know. I almost gave up that night, almost lost the fight, but something held me steady through the coldest night. God knows how close I came, closer than I've said. God knows the battle raging deep inside my head. God knows how close I came. God knows how close I came. He called me right before I would've lost the game. I never told you how close it came, but He knows, and that's enough. God knows how close I came, close to letting go. God knows the depth of darkness that only He would know. I almost gave up that night, almost lost the fight, but something held me steady lost the game. God knows how close I came. I almost gave up that night. But he knows. And that's enough. I carry two things now. One for the soul, one for the road. I ride these roads with scripture folded in my chest. I ride these roads prepared for whatever comes to test. The world ain't gentle, world don't ask you what you need. So I carry faith to guide me, and I carry steel to lead. I ain't a violent man, but I've seen violent days. I learned to walk with mercy, and I learned to walk with blaze. My Bible keeps my spirit, keeps my soul from turning cold. My gun just keeps me breathing till the story's fully told. There's a verse for every battle, there's a prayer for every gun. I carry both together till the war is finally won. My Bible and my gun, faith and fire combined. One to keep my spirit, one to keep my mind. Bible gun, walking side by side. One to guide my footsteps, one to guard my pride. And my gun, hope and steel as one. I'll meet the devil's army with the rising sun. My Bible and my gun, my Bible and my gun. Faith in my heart and fire in my soul till the fight is done. I've knelt in prayer with blood still on my withered hands. I've asked forgiveness while still standing in the sand. I don't pretend I'm holy, don't pretend I'm free of sin. I just carry both my burdens and I let the Lord walk in. The road is full of wolves who'll test a peaceful man. So I carry hope in one hand and I carry steel in my other hand. There's a preacher and a soldier living underneath my skin. One who begs for mercy, one who won't let violence win. I reconcile them nightly with a whisper and a prayer. I ask the Lord for wisdom on the roads that I still bear. And every time I face the dark, I feel them both stand tall. The faith that holds my spirit and the fire that stops my fall. So if you come for trouble, know I'm ready either way. With a prayer upon my lips and a warning I won't delay. My Bible and my gun, faith and fire combined. One to keep my spirit, one to keep my mind. And my gun, walking side by side. One to guide my footsteps, one to guard my pride. And my gun, hope and steel as one. I'll meet the devil's army with the rising sun. My Bible and my gun, my Bible and my gun. Faith in my heart and fire in my soul till the fight is done. One keeps me righteous, one keeps me breathing. Both keep me walking through this world. My Bible and my gun, faith and fire combined. One to keep my spirit, one to keep my mind. And my gun, walking side by side. One to guide my footsteps, one to guard my pride. And my gun, hope and steel is one. I'll meet the devil's army with the rising sun. My Bible and my gun, my Bible and my gun. Faith in my heart and fire in my soul till the fight is done. My Bible and my gun, faith and fire till the fight is done. They broke every bone. They never broke the fight in me. They came for me with everything they had to give. They came to break the will they thought I couldn't live. They shattered every promise, shattered every plan. They thought they left the ruins of a broken man. Broken ain't the ending, broken is the start of building something stronger from the pieces of your heart. I gathered every fragment, scattered on the ground, and built a man much harder than the one they tried to drown. You can break a body, break a spirit for a while, but you can't break the fire buried in a warrior's smile. I'm broken but not defeated, broken but still stand. My scars became the fingerprints of a much stronger man. I'm broken but not defeated, every crack's a door, every wound became a weapon I didn't have before. I'm broken but not defeated, they can't take that away. I rise up every morning to face another day. I'm broken but not defeated, broken but not defeated. Every scar's a victory, every wound completed. They thought the breaking was the end, thought it was a fall. They never understood that broken men still hear the call. I took my fractures one by one and forged them into steel. I turned my greatest weakness to the strength I finally feel. The man who walked in weak and small don't live here anymore. I built him back up harder than the man I was before. There's a kind of beauty in the cracks along the clay, a kind of light that only breaks through when it's shattered clean away. I don't hide my scars no more, I wear them like a crown. I turn the worst days of my life to the strongest ground I found. Every time I feel the ghost of who I used to be, I remember every scar's a monument to what set me free. So if you're looking at your wounds and calling it the end, remember every scar's a chance to rise and start again. I'm broken but not defeated, broken but still stand. My scars became the fingerprints of a much stronger man. I'm broken but not defeated, every crack's a door, every wound became a weapon I didn't have before. I'm broken but not defeated, they can't take that away. I rise up every morning to face another day. I'm broken but not defeated, broken but not defeated. Every scar's a victory, we won't complete it. They wanted to see me defeated, instead they made me unbreakable. Thank him for that, if you ever see them. I'm broken but not defeated, broken but still stand. My scars became the fingerprints of a much stronger man. I'm broken but not defeated, every crack not defeated. My scars built a stronger man. They all fell around me. I'm still here. I watched them drop like autumn leaves onto the ground. I watched the strongest of them fall without a sound. They said they'd never break, they said they'd never bend. But one by one I watched them meet their bitter end. I wasn't built the strongest, wasn't built the best, but something kept me standing through every single test. I buried friends who swore that they would never fall, and learned that standing tall means standing through it all. It ain't the strongest man who wins the longest fight, is the one who keeps on standing through the darkest night. I'm the last man standing. When everyone fell, I stayed. I watched the strongest crumble while I refused to fade. I'm the last man standing, weathered but still whole. I carry every memory of the ones who lost control. I'm the last man standing, standing in the field. A lonely kind of victory, a lonely kind of shield. The last man standing, the last man standing. Still breathing through the ruins, still understanding. I don't celebrate the ones who fell along the road. I carry every name of them like a heavy load. But I learned that standing doesn't mean you never feel the pain. It just means you keep on walking through the hurricane. I've fallen down 100 times, but always found my feet. I turn my every failure to a rhythm and a beat. There's a loneliness in standing when the others couldn't last, a silence that surrounds you when you're facing down the past. I don't boast about surviving, don't parade it like a prize. I just carry every lesson written deep behind my eyes. I stand here not because I'm better, not because I'm strong. I stand here cause I promised I would carry on. So if you're the last one standing in a field of fallen men, don't ask why you're still breathing, just stand tall again. I'm the last man standing. When everyone fell, I stayed. I watched the strongest crumble while I refused to fade. I'm the last man standing, weathered but still whole. I carry every memory of the ones who lost control. I'm the last man standing, standing in the field. A lonely kind of victory, a lonely kind of shield. The last man standing, the last man standing. Still breathing through the ruins, still understanding. I don't know why I'm still here, and they're not. I just know I promised to keep walking. So that's what I do. I'm the last man standing. When everyone fell, I stayed. I watched the strongest crumble while I refused to fade. I'm the last man standing, weathered but still whole. I carry every memory of the ones who lost control. I'm the last man standing in the field. A lonely kind of victory, a lonely kind of shield. The last man standing, the last man standing. Still breathing through the room, still understanding. The last man standing. When everyone fell, I stayed. I used to explain myself, not anymore. I used to raise my voice to prove I wasn't weak. I used to fight for every word I couldn't help but speak. But silence taught me something louder than a shout, a kind of strength that don't need proving, don't need doubt. I stopped explaining every choice, stopped begging to be seen. I let my actions speak the words my mouth had always been. My quiet ain't surrender, ain't a white and broken flag. It's just a man who's tired of the games that others drag. There's a strength in a man who don't need to raise his voice, a quiet kind of power that comes from a settled choice. Don't mistake my silence for weakness, don't mistake my calm for fear. I've got nothing left to prove to anyone still standing here. Don't mistake my silence for weakness, I fought my every war. I don't need your validation, don't need it anymore. Don't mistake my silence for weakness, I earned this quiet peace. I don't chase your approval, I found my own release. Don't mistake my silence, don't mistake my silence for anything but victory, for anything but silence. I used to burn my energy trying to make you see the man beneath the surface, the man I fought to be. But somewhere on the journey I stopped needing your applause. I found my worth in silence, found it in the pause. I don't raise my voice no more to prove I'm not afraid. I let my scars speak quiet, let my actions be displayed. There's a version of me that used to argue every claim, that used to burn his energy just trying to explain. I buried him in silence, buried him in peace. I found a kind of freedom in the quiet, in release. Now when they doubt my story, doubt the war I've fought and won, I just smile and let the silence be the only thing that's done. So don't mistake my quiet for a man who's lost his fire. It's just a man who's tired of proving to a lie. Don't mistake my silence for weakness, don't mistake my calm for fear. I got nothing anything but silence. My silence isn't empty. It's full of every battle I don't need to explain anymore. Don't mistake my silence for weakness. Don't mistake my calm for fear. I got nothing left to prove to anyone still standing here. Don't mistake my silence for weakness. I fought my every war. I don't need your validation. Don't need it anymore. Don't mistake my silence for weakness. I earned this quiet peace. I don't chase your approval. I found my own release. Don't mistake my silence. Don't mistake my silence for anything but victory, for anything but silence. Don't mistake my silence. I have nothing left to prove. I used to jump in every river. Now I let some people swim their own way down. I used to dive in every river, pull the drowning to the shore. I used to give my every breath until I had no more. I carried strangers on my back through every raging flood. I drained my own life dry to save another's blood. But some men don't want saving. Some men love the fall. They'll pull you under with them, drown you one and all. I learned the hardest lesson standing waist deep in the tide. That some folks choose the water no matter how you try. You can't save a man who's chosen his own way to drown. You'll just lose your own breath dragging his weight around. I stopped saving everyone, stopped diving in the flood. I learned some men will drown you just to save their own blood. I stopped saving everyone, learned to let some go. Some people choose the water and I finally let it show. I stopped saving everyone, kept my own head above. I learned the hardest lesson wrapped in something like love. I stopped saving everyone, saving everyone. Some people choose to drown before the story's done. I gave my hand 100 times to men who let it go. I gave my strength to lift them, and they'd sink right down below. I blame myself for every failure, everyone I lost. I didn't know that saving them would come at such a cost. But I learned to read the water, learned to read the eyes of men who want the rescue and the men who love their lives. There's a kind of grief in learning you can't carry everyone, in watching someone choose the dark before the story is done. I don't feel guilty now for keeping still reach my hand to those who really wanna rise, but I stopped chasing the ones who love their own demise. So if you're drowning, really drowning, reach and I'll be there. But if you love the water, I won't follow you down there. I stop saving everyone, stop diving in the flood. I learned some men will drown you just to save their own blood. I stop saving everyone, learn to let some go. Some people choose the water and I finally let it show. I stopped saving everyone, kept my own head above. I learned the hardest lesson wrapped in something like love. I stopped saving everyone, saving everyone. Some people choose to drown before the story's done. I used to think love meant drowning with them. Now I know love means staying alive to reach the ones who really want the shore. I stopped saving everyone, stopped diving in the flood. I learned some men will drown you just to save their own blood. I stopped saving everyone, learned to let some go. Some people choose the water and I finally let it show. I stopped saving everyone, kept my own head above. I learned the hardest lesson wrapped in something like love. I stopped saving everyone, saving everyone. Some people choose to drown before the story's done. I stopped saving everyone. Some people choose to drown before the story is done. I stopped saving everyone. Some people choose to drown.